in more animation. It's going in an animated or live action. It's going. Now, people aren't going to love every single version of it, right? But I say it's like pizza, and we were the OG pie, and our pie is the shit. It's the superior pie. But it's still freaking pizza, man. It's like all of it's pizza, and you may not like ham, and you may not like, fruit on your pizza, but it's still great. And those kids, and I say kids because they're younger and they're culturally appropriate, they deserve a shot at this story and at this tale. So I love that it's getting its chance in the Magic the Gathering universe. And one day maybe I will get to learn and get to play because that would be a real treat. Yeah, this is definitely it. This is definitely it. Oh, I love that. Wow. Oh, I love that. I'm a huge fan of any, let's say, alternative to traditional education. So I'm a therapist. Some of you know this. I'm a clinical licensed therapist. And so I'm a big fan of what is termed geek therapy. And those are alternatives to traditional therapy. And so we now know video games, anything like that that can be incredible supports to folks. And it's the same exact thing for what you're talking about. Why aren't we looking at these alternatives for helping kids in the things they're interested in? Helping them read, helping them learn social skills, helping them learn core values, whatever it is that we used to teach in our way that didn't work for me because I'm ADHD and barely graduated high school. Now I figured it out, but it was really hard and it was a lot of shame. Why do we want to do that to kids? Like, that sucks, you know? Absolutely. I think David is here. He wants me to say hi to Nova and Andromeda. First of all, those are the greatest names I've ever heard. Andromeda is so hot. Like, what a great name. I love it. My God, I love it. I'm obsessed. I love it. I want to see them. I love your kitties. Come on. I love that you named your cats that. Andromeda is one of the greatest characters too. So great. No, really? Hi, David. Aw, David Zengi, good to see you. Okay, so my favorite video game I voiced, funny enough, it was called Cars. Cars, okay, we know Cars, the movie. And they did Cars, the video game. And I got to play Emma, who was a British verging on Cockney, but not 100% Cockney. But she was British and she was very loud. And I got to sound like this and be like, let's go, everybody. And I got to play. Oh my God, that's so loud. You're watching from Tanzania? Damn, that's awesome. I love that. You're so awesome, David. Yeah, so Emma was fun because is a pink car, which is like rad because if I was a car, I'd probably be a pink car. Let's be honest, pink and black. And she was Mater's girlfriend. So it's like first I love that cars are in relationships with another. Like that's beyond. Oh my God, it's 2 in the morning for you. I love you. You have to go to bed after this. Okay, which kitty is this? Oh my God. She is so sweet. She is precious. Oh, she's sleepy, but she's so sweet. I love her. Love her. I love her. She can sleep on you. How did I get into voice acting? So I talked about it a little, but basically, I was just into regular acting, which I actually recommend for everyone because you can't just go be a voice actor. I mean, if you're really lucky and you have a cool sound, you can. Let's be honest. I had a cool sound. I probably could have just been like a regular banker and someone might have said, "Hey, you should go be a voice actor." And I would have been like, "Huh?" And maybe done it, but I wouldn't have understood anything about story and tone and how to break a script up. I wouldn't have understood any of that. And I wouldn't have lasted long. I would have gotten really annoyed with auditioning and not booking. And I would have been like, screw this sucks. Instead, I was patient. I understood the business and I understood that there are a lot of people in Chicago, LA, and New York that were auditioning for the same little part and they all sounded just about like cricket. Maybe not exactly, but just about. I mean, if you could hear some of these tapes, you'd be like, wow, those are not the same person. Like, we're really close. And so when you're doing the script, you do want to make it a little different, you know? And that is just being an actor. Now, you can still be a banker. And by the way, I think that's awesome. You should still keep your day job, but you should be taking acting classes. Improv classes are the best too. Like just being goofy and loose and not taking yourself too seriously. And then just enjoying life, being a joyful, kind human being. You may not think that matters. It does because you have to go through rejection and you want to be open and kind to people. So that's how I got into it. And then when you start to book things, you're like, oh, they're paying me money. So I am good at this. Like, you're like, I guess I'll keep doing this because they're paying me. Oh, like it really hit me on the head. I really wasn't like, "Oh yeah, I got it." Like I was not like that at all. In fact, the first one I booked was Johnson& and Johnson kids shampoo. I was like, "I booked a ki what? I don't even have kids. I don't even what?" Like I couldn't believe it. I thought they were gonna fire me. Like it's crazy. You just don't know. And you can be goofy with kids products. So I love doing kids products. So that is how I got into it. I did think a lot about things like that. Like I did like this beer ads and I was like, "Ew, I hate beer." But you know, you can't really say that. Like you just have to pretend you're like, "Yeah, Grolsch." It was Grolsch beer and I was like, "I don't know what this is, but I'm just going to be like, "Yep, looks great." Exactly. And by the way, the commercial spots are the best for your career because they pay most. They really pay the most so that you don't have to, well, be starving, right? So you can really be because they're on TV and that's what you want. What was one of my favorite roles? What was the weirdest? Um, I mean, May was one of my absolute favorite roles. It wasn't a video game, but she was amazing. And to be able to have reached so many people, I cannot tell you, I cry often meeting people and meeting the mom, the dad, the kids. It's it's a blessing. It's unbelievable, Ace. Thank you for that. And the weirdest one, oh, I've had to die a lot. It sucks having to die because I don't do a very good scream. And I'm like, I have to scream 9 times and try to die, and my scream sounds like a yell. It's the worst scream. Like, it's like, it sounds really awkward. Nope, it's cringe. Like, no one wants to hear me. I often think, like, what if a murderer came in? Would that sound come out? Would they be scared and leave? Because they'd be like, what's wrong with this woman? 'Cause it's bad. But I've had to die, like, by knives, by guns, by falling out of an airplane into an avalanche of snow. Like those are totally weird. Sometimes the director's like, that wasn't very good. And you're like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Because that's just a special talent, and that's not mine. Um, oh my God, that is such a smart idea. Okay, I've never heard of that. That is actually brilliant. Oh, oh my God, that's so smart. I'm gonna have my husband. This is what I'm gonna tell him to do for like the next week. I'm gonna have him just secretly, and he can like scare me or whatever, and then that's what it'll be. He's gonna love this. He's into horror. He's gonna love. It's okay. I'll do. It's for my art. My favorite line that May said. There's so many, but I love when she says, "If I have to clean up one more pile of bear poop, I'm gonna throw up." It's one of my favorites. There's so many. They're all good. They're all deadpan. They're all brilliant. And they were all hard because that's not where my voice really lays. I'm higher and I'm more peppy. I'm more smiley. I'm more joyful. So when I had to play her, I had to take basically a shot of Novocaine, not really, and just sort of be like the dull version of me. And that was harder. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Oh, yes. Well, we didn't at the time, but now knowing, my favorite episode was the one I remember reading it and being like, "Ooh, we get to do a lot in this one. Oh, we're all in a bonfire? This is like real teenage stuff. This is cool. This is what teenagers do. This is the beach episode." Dun dun dun. So that was my favorite. The beach. They're all at a beach. First of all, she finally gets to change out of that dang outfit. It's so over. I'm like, girl, you look like you're in a nunnery. Like, she needs to get some cute fit on. And thank God that whole beach thing was a much cuter look. So I have to say I was happy for that. Even though, you're voicing it, you're not in costume. But it was cool to see a change for the crew, the crew, the tribe of people. And you got to see more of May. You got to see her angry at Zuko. You got to see them kind of, fighting. You got to see him say, why do you hold everything in? And that's not good. And she's like, you want me to express myself? Leave me alone. And she finally just snaps back. And you get to see Azula, like, have a crush on those stupid volleyball players. Like, it was just so teenage. And I think we need that in a show about war, and you forget their kids. So that was my absolute favorite episode. Oh, that's your favorite line. So David says his favorite line is saving the jerk who dumped me. It's so good. So good. I get a lot of married couples that will come up and they watch it together, or one showed the other one, and they're like, "We love it. We watch together." And when they're picking a quote, that's one of those, that or "Don't ever break up with me again" will be the one they pick. And I love it. It's like geeky, it's funny. It's like something about their relationship, but not. It's just the best. Yes. Even in the live action, like I watched the first season, last year, and I was like, "Okay, they do look like kids." Even them, I forget while they're acting it. except for Aang, who really does look like a little kid. But yeah, they're teenagers. I mean, they don't know anything. You know what I mean? We don't either. Even as adults, I don't know anything, I'll be honest. Um, yeah, and as a therapist, people think we really, really, are supposed to, know everything, and it's the exact opposite as a therapist. We really don't know anything, and we welcome you to not know anything, and we work together to help you figure it out, but we don't, we don't pretend. In fact, if you meet any people that are helping you in life that think they know a lot, I would run the other way. I think the best. Yeah. Yeah, I really think that. I'm always like, "Oh, that person seems to think a lot of themselves." I'm like, "I'm gonna go the other way on that one." Just because, yeah, I think you're right. If you stop learning, you stop wanting to know, you stop being curious. But yeah, they were kids. They were just kids, and they were, people, like you said, the discourse, there's a lot out there, and I'm like, "God, we're so hard on them." They were teens. Like, they did their best, you know? Did Actually, that'd be such a great you should do, like, a podcast of that or an episode because 'cause that'd be so I would love to see that because I'd be like, "Yeah, let's see with what we know what we have today, how would it look?" Right? Like, yes! I love that. Yeah, but I love that. That's fun that would be something I would watch. I'd be like, ooh, because it's very satisfying. Now, I know that's not the show, and we still love the show, but it's fun to, like, psychoanalyze it, be like, "I could have ended this war on episode 2." Like, I love that. Zeke, is that that's me with every show I watch. My husband's like, "Stop talking." I'm like, I can't." He's like, "But why? You're asking me stuff." I'm like, "I'm not really asking you because I don't really want an answer. I just wanna talk." So bad. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I have 3 things. I just can't talk about any of them, which sucks. I know. Yeah, I have 3 things. I have 1 where I'm a superhero, and she is amazing, and oh god, she's so cool. Um, she's an indigenous superhero, that's all I can tell you, and she's rad, and that's I don't know when that's gonna happen. And then I have another one where it's like a scorched earth, kind of like, oh, it's just a whole new planet type thing, and I play sisters. I get to play 2 sisters, which is awesome. And then I'm recording one now. It's an indie one. It's not a professional gig. It's somebody that reached out to me, and I believe in her project, in her artwork, and I wanted to do it. And it's beautiful. It's beautifully written, and I said, "Yep." And so we negotiated, and I'm doing that now, recording with her. I'm just psyched. I'm psyched to get to do it and be able to have my clients and see people that way and also be able to do voiceovers. It's the best of both worlds. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know yet. I'm so excited to see how they're going to do this because I've only recorded one sister. So I'm like, oh my God, what is going this could be terrible. Or I trust the crew and the director because this director, I wouldn't want that. I'd be like, yikes. This is gonna be weird, but I trust them to, like, figure that out, I think. That's all I can say because 'cause you're right. That is so weird. And a lot of the scenes aren't with them together, they'll be separate, but that's just gonna be so weird. I don't know. I don't know the answer. Yeah, I mean, it's recorded. If it was a live play, 100% different. Uh, but I am writing a play. I'm writing a one-woman show right now, and I'm doing all 11 characters in that. So you do literally switch out from one voice to the next. That's the fun. That's the fun of being a trained actor. You just change your face, you change your voice, and you move on to the next person. I love Commedia dell'arte. Oh, Zeke asked, "Do I have a favorite actor I worked with?" I mean, meeting Mark Hamill was, like, pretty rad, I have to say. I nerded out pretty hard. Even though I didn't have a scene with him and I wasn't, like, working with Mark Hamill, just the fact that I did meet him was amazing, and, I mean, working with Grey DeLisle, who's, like, my idol, like, that she's the greatest and the nicest human. I loved meeting her and working with her, and all the people were incredible. Yes. I haven't met her because she's in LA, but we've been in touch since the day she got cast. I've given her so much support and love, and, I think the world of her, so I can't wait for season 2 because we finally get to actually hear her and see her because that was such a quick little tiny thing in season 1. We didn't really get to get a lot of her, and I know why, because season 1, they weren't sure they'd get a season 2. So they slammed everything together in a hurry, in a hope, in a prayer, and we got this weird little quick thing of her and Tylee, and I just hope it's better, I hope it's more. But I'm a huge fan. She's an incredible singer, a songwriter. She's just incredible. So I love her. I haven't met her. When they did the big premiere, she's like, "Where are you? I'm on the red carpet." I'm like, "I'm in Michigan. I wish I was there." If I lived there, of course I would have been there. But I moved from there many years ago. And so I just are I'm not privy to those things anymore. Oh my God, it's incredible. I love it. I mean, it's the gone are the days we used to when I lived in New York, I worked at Bloomingdale's, I was a makeup artist, I would go to my shift there, I would put my breaks and my lunch together so that I could run out, go to 2 or 3 voice auditions if I could make it to the 3 ad agencies or wherever. I would be on the trains, I would be running, I would grab a sandwich, I would come back and do the rest of my shift, and it was that way every day for, 3 years. And it was just a hustle, but when you're young, it's easier to do. No, I can't do it now. Although now you wear sneakers are cool. They weren't cool like 20 years ago. We just didn't wear them. And we couldn't as at Bloomingdale's or retail, you could not wear anything like that. You had to wear like proper heels, or like wedges or yeah, it was horrible. And we were just standing those. Oh, it was awful. It was so bad. I was like, "I can't believe this." But it was a great job because they would let actors leave, they didn't care. Yep. It's so true. It's like you have those survival jobs, and people ask me now, "Hey, how do I get into it?" And my first thing is, you need an actual career, go to college, get an absolute career that pays every bill. Then think about it, because you can't sustain a life now on voiceovers alone. Doesn't exist. Now that's okay. That still does not mean you shouldn't do it. You should absolutely do it. But just know that, just know that. And then if it takes off in a certain way, yay, but you've gotta have your health insurance, you've gotta have everything else, you know? Don't wanna be running around. Oh, oh my god! I do the same thing at Comic Cons. I'm like, "Guys, please don't buy this." They're like, "What?" And I'm like, "I just shake my hand. Let's hang out. Please don't buy this. You just were talking about this is your rent money. I don't want it. I need you to be responsible. This is just a stupid merchandise. You can get this anytime in your life or don't. You don't need this." Like I'm such a mom in that way sometimes. I'm like, "You guys, stop. Like, please don't, you know?" Yeah, I'm with you. Like there's no reason to, to make your life uncomfortable for those things. Yeah. Uh, I remember being sick, being like, "Oh crap, I don't have any health insurance. Okay. I will go at 6 a.m. because there's a window from 6 to 8 where you wait in the rain, in the freezing. That's the window. Doesn't matter where you live. You better get your ass there. And you wait in line with everybody else in New York or wherever. And you get lucky if you're number 34 because they only take 35. Like this is what it's like. And if you don't get in, you don't get in. You know what I mean? Like it's not funny. It's terrible. And I would go for 3 days, and then I'd be like, "Well, I guess I'm going ER." Like, just it was painful and panicky, and I already have anxiety. It was a rough way to be, it isn't a pretty passionate picture. It's devastating. And so you yes, I think in the beginning, I think that's okay for a couple months, maybe 6 months while you're building something, but you better be building. And building means I got a real job of some kind. I had to build certain things and then the additions had to in some ways take a second place to those building blocks. I didn't just give it all up for this pipe dream. The pipe dream itself has to rest on something. So I get yeah. So Hoshi Senshi voice acting is not a get rich quick career. No, it's not even a get rich career, honestly, and especially because in feature films now they're using and rightfully they're using well known movie stars for the parts, and that's great too because they bring in people to the theater, so they're not using a lot of unknowns. They're gonna use people like George Clooney or, people we recognize. So that's exactly right. It is a lost art, and it's beautiful, and if you can cobble things together and make a career, that is the best. That is, like, the greatest thing to do, but it's almost like writing poetry. It's like, where are you gonna what you gonna do with that? It's still wonderful, it's an art, but just know what you're getting. Yeah, Mario movie, exactly. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yes, and it's sad because there are a lot of people that are overlooked that are really deserving. Um, I feel bad, it's just timing, and that's nobody's fault. Yeah, of course. Mm. I mean, like, just like a part I didn't get? Yeah. Oh. Oh, man. Oh my god, I mean, oh, what is Inside Out? I mean, oh, like, who wouldn't wanna play anything in Inside Out? And then I auditioned for Doc McStuffins, which is like this kids show, but and I would never have gotten Doc McStuffins, that's not the point, but, like, I was so perfect for it, and I sang all the songs, and I was like, "Who else is gonna get?" And then, of course, I saw it and was like, "Oh, well, yeah, they're perfect." Like, you don't know, but, like, you just do some things and you're like, "This is my jam. This is my wheelhouse. Like, this is my thing." And it would have been so fun to do an animated show for kids like that. Like, I would have loved that. And there've been a lot of things like that over the years. Because I'm a singer and I'm in a band, like the singing piece, the singing and the voiceover piece are what I would love. So in like a perfect world, what I would love to book, even now, would be a show where I get to sing and do voiceover in an animated way. That would be like the greatest ever. Like Gem and the Holograms, like something like that. But like, I just love it. It would be so fun to be like a cool baddie who's in a band. That would be like my perfect little project. Oh my God, that'd be great. So somebody out there better write this. That's all I can say. And it does, like I said, I work with independents. It does not have to come from, a union project. Yeah, but I do. If it's really speaks to me, I will. I mean, I get back to every single person on my Instagram. I have never not gotten back to a message. I answer everybody, and it's just who I am. Oh, look at this cricket! Truly, truly, truly outrageous. That's right. I love Jem. But I like to character somebody both the regular and singing voice. Yes, that's what I would love. I would love to do that. What's my favorite color? That one changes. Like the season right now, it's just cocoa brown. It's like suede, brown suede right now. But when summer comes, it might be like fuchsia. I don't know. What's yours, Sharon? What's your favorite color? Oh, okay. Oh, purple, you can't go wrong. What? That's hilarious. Oh, yeah, me too. Yes. Is that an Irish napkin? That's adorable. It's like the Irish goodbye. Okay, that's my 18-year-old stepson. I'm gonna tell him that's what he's doing. I didn't know that's adorable. He's an Irish napkiner. Oh, that's cute. That's hilarious. Okay, I've never had a red car. Now I'm rethinking. Huh. Okay. True. Yeah, I know it's tough. It's a tough choice. Oh, yeah. No, that is a good point. Now, when I sing, my voice gets clearer, which is always freaked me out because people hear me and it's raspy, but when I sing, it gets clearer. Now, not 100%. I can make it raspy. Like I wrote a play about Janis Joplin. I don't know if you know who that is, but Janis Joplin sang very raspy. So when I sang like her, I made my voice more raspy. So I can do that. I can control the level of rasp carefully. I worked with someone to do that because you can really harm yourself um, when you're blowing out your vocal cords. But when I sing just me, like on my YouTube, like I have YouTubes and I have videos of me singing, it's pretty clear and much clearer than when I'm talking. And I think it's because when you're using your breath control to produce sound, there's more support than when you're talking. So I think that's why my voice is like way clearer when I sing. I'm like, why can't I sound like that when I talk? I don't know. But yeah, mine I think would sound the same. That's so interesting. That's a good point though that they made. Well, David's gonna be watching it on his birthday. Good for you. Good for you. Oh. Well, you should too, because what people don't know is just like you age, like your hair gets gray and your skin changes, your voice changes, your vocal cords change with age. They change. The way you sound changes. Maybe not your speaking voice, but your singing voice does. So you absolutely have to have some over the time. It doesn't have to be all the time, but periodic management from an outside source because you lose diaphragmatic control. You have to have somebody periodically, if not you, doing that stuff from a great teacher that you learned from. Because you'll lose support, robustness, sound. You can't just wing it. Yeah. Yeah, I can't just wing it. Now some people might and they'll be like, "I'm fine," but I find that hard to believe. I know me, just with my sound, I definitely can't because I would lose my voice. I would lose it. Good night, David. He's going to sleep in Tanzania. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, right. So sweet to join us. When am I coming to Buffalo? Yes, I'm coming on the 22nd. I'll be there. Well, I'll be there the 21st that evening, and then I'm going to be there from 12 to 2 and 5 to 7, right? On the 22nd. Those are my times. I mean, I'll be there. I don't know. Like, I'll stay later. Like, it's not like a hard cutoff if people are there, but 12 to 2 on the 22nd. Um, and people can bring me their cards if they have them because you can pre order them, right? Nice. Woohoo! All right. So chase them down, bring them into me, and I'll also be bringing some of other things too, just in case you're like, I want a minifig. I have some little May minifig Legos. They're so cute with her little knives. I mean, they're just the best with little acrylic cases. I have some of my daggers, some pictures, and me, just so we can, chat. I promise. I'm the least scary. I think I would do that too. Like I was at one and I saw this girl from an 80s movie that I loved, and I was such a nerd. I was like, "Oh my God, I love you." Like I acted like such a dork because I loved this stupid movie that no one ever even heard of but me and like my other friend. And I called him in New York and I was like, I'm standing in front of her table. Like he's like, oh my God, which picture? Like we just did what everyone does, right? Like, and I was like, I just hugged her. Like it's just that's what you're doing there, you know? And it was fun to be on the other side of that. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I can't believe you asked me that. This is so embarrassing. Okay, it's called, oh God, this is really bad. It's called Valley Girl. my god. I'm gonna put it in here. Valley Girl with Deborah. It's Deborah Foreman is the actress, and she's like this 80s actress, and I saw Valley Girl as a kid, and I watched it a million times, like 13, 14-year-old, and I became obsessed. I was like, "I wanna be in the Valley." Meanwhile, I lived in LA, and no, I do not wanna be a Valley Girl, but when you live in the Midwest, you think that's the coolest thing ever. No, Valley Girl. Ooh, John Cena? Oh god, that's a really famous person. I have met Brad Pitt, although I think I'd rather meet John Cena. I mean, Brad Pitt's really nice, but John Cena seems like, I don't know, just like bigger than life kind of thing, you know? So I met Brad Pitt, really nice. I can't really think. I wasn't really starstruck. I'm trying to think who starstruck me. Ben Affleck? He's a star. He starstruck me. I mean, I met him at a coffee shop. I'm not gonna say like we hung out. Like, can't say that. I've never, like, hung out with anybody I was starstruck by, because like you, I get nerdy and nervous, and then I'm like, "Oh my god, I have to leave." Like, I can't sit there and be like, "So, what do you" like, I don't engage with people that are famous. I get nervous, and I feel like, "Well, they don't wanna talk to me, so I'm gonna just walk away." Yeah, yeah, we were there, he was standing behind me, I looked over and looked behind me, I was like, "Oh," and my friend was there, I'm like, "It's Ben Affleck." And she's like, "I know." And I was like, huh." And then I looked again and he smiled and I was like, "Oh, it's like so dumb. Like he's just a normal person. It's so stupid." And then I think we were somewhere else and met him. Who knows? But yeah. Yes. Oh, I love her. She's gorgeous. Oh, oh no, that's horrible. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, thank God. That's adorable. But I don't like Mr. Jason for that. That was not nice. Charisma Carpenter is one of the most beautiful women and talented too. She's love her. And I have to tell you, if he asked me to do that, I would say no, because I know that that would cause such anxiety in someone. I don't think I could do it. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, that's a great story. Oh, you met Mr. T. Okay, so Hoshi met Mr. T. I would love to meet Mr. T because I also grew up on that show he was on, The A-Team. Oh, you weren't impressed. Well, he's quite old now, I would think. I mean, he's, getting up there. I wonder, Comic-Cons are a very funny place. They're filled with such oddities, and I mean the people, myself included, right? It is such an odd place. I almost think when you enter there, forget where you are and leave the memories there. It's like it's just an odd, magical little place. And then when I close the door, I just don't take anything with me. I'm like, okay, that was an experience. And okay, because it can be a little bit. Yeah, because sometimes you do get disappointed by people you were hoping to meet. Ah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine, but that he's famous, I don't know. That's like Bill Shatner money, right? I don't like when they charge you for words. I think that's bonkers. It's like, "Oh, how many words, and I'm gonna charge you by the word." That's really weird. It takes me 5 seconds. I don't care how long the quote is. I'll write a whole book on there. I do not care. But good for you for only getting the autograph. Bill Shatner. Yeah, I think he's pretty expensive too, but so we've got a couple minutes left. Any last questions would be great, but I am really excited for 2 weeks now. We do know because of the government shutdown that we're having a lot of flight issues. Hopefully, that will not happen to me. I'm already just saying it's not going to happen to me and it's going to be great. And maybe our government will be back up and running by then. Who knows? Never know. It could happen. I know. I know it's true, actually. That's funny. We got one more person typing. Yeah, we'll answer his or her question. No, I'm excited to see from this group how many might be I get to meet in person. So if you're someone from this group, I can't wait to meet you. Obviously, David from Tanzania will not be in Buffalo. But that's okay. Oh my God, Adam. I love Adam. Oh, Adam and your mom. How's your mom? Okay, we're not going to go into that. But okay, Adam, this is the thing when I can't see your faces. Oh, I love Adam. Love Adam Butcher. Best. He's a absolute gem of a human. Okay, we got somebody typing. We're gonna give you 1 minute. Let's hope that. Oh, they might be saying goodbye and thank you. That might be what's happening. Several people. Yeah, so thank you guys. Yeah, I appreciate you hopping on here. Look, this was the hot Saturday night for me, and I'm sorry that you couldn't see me, but you can hear me. I guess that's more important because I'm a voice actor. And Sharon, I need to thank you because you and your cats and your red car are just the most fabulous thing ever. It's true, and your Irish pants and everything about it. You're just the cutest thing ever, and you were a wonderful moderator, and I really loved it. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you for being part of the Casual Dragon Games family. Thanks for having me. I'm an old lady, so I barely knew how to do this, but I'm proud that I did it. I got on here and did. Really? You did so great. You were awesome. You're perfect. Oh, you were so great. And I also just want to say I love your whole background vibe. It's like cabin chic or like I don't know what, but I love it. It's a little bit murderer and I'm into it. Thank you guys for everything you've done and I'm just really excited to see you in a couple weeks. Hold the snow though. Snow can hold off for me. It's okay. It's okay. I love snow. I'm one of those people. Thank you guys. Have an awesome night. Bye, everybody.